Hey, everybody. Welcome in. How's it going tonight? Hey, Danny Wicked Awesome Gardening. Hey, Craig Tim. Hello, Lisa Colovi. Gwinnett Broke Cowgirl Homestead. How's everybody doing tonight? What's happening? Oh, I love you too, Lisa Colovi. You're awesome. It's kind of cold here. Kind of cold. Not feeling it. Hey, Rise and Swine Farm. Welcome in. Glad you're here. Same for you, Ariella Viking Venture and Victuals. Welcome in. It's a little cold here tonight. It's been cold here all day. I am cold. It was 94 degrees the day before. It was 84 yesterday. And it's been 47 all day long today. So, of course, I'm being dramatic for YouTube purposes, but let me get this all set. So, yeah, it is cold. I just have to get my scarf. Probably a bad idea since I had an infinity scarf. I got all knotted up. Yeah, 47. Oh, am I back? Can you hear me? Just want to make sure you guys hear me. $47 all day long. That's what it's been. Yeah, for a high. Yes, it is a fair temperature drop. No kidding. Can you guys hear me okay? Just want to make sure. Hey, the gathering within. Okay, good. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Hey, Mad Acre Farms. How's it going? So, yeah, 47. Yes, and Broke Cowgirl, I got your comment, and I wanted to talk about that tonight. I didn't respond to it yet because I've just been busy, but hey, Dysfunction Junction, welcome in. Yeah, I've got my blanket from Lisa Colovi on me, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, no worries. Thanks, Bland's Promised Land Ranch. Appreciate you guys. No worries at all. So yeah, so Ryan's been off all week, so that's been good. Hey, Nanya, Texas on the back 20. Jake, hope you're doing well. Hey, Rebecca, touched by yarn. 58 in Canada. Ooh, I just want to go back, make sure I didn't miss anybody. Excuse me. Let's see here. I think I got everybody. Yeah, you got to stay cozy. Yeah, I've got my warm socks on and everything. So, hey, Appalachian American Homestead. Hope everybody's doing well in your neck of the woods. Hey, Ricky Ventures. Yep, no worries, Ariella. So yeah, is it 58 by you, Jake? Or are you just responding to 58 in Canada? It's like 47 here. So I'm like, oh. Hey, Carla, living a rogue life. And yeah, I mean, all we did was, just working on stuff and everything. And it's just like, we were complaining it was hot because, we had some pretty hot weeks in the upper 90s. Hey, Nora, the Stock Explorer. And, 90s near 100 is not typical for us. It's usually, maybe you get a day or so, but we've had a couple weeks here and there. Yeah, 47, Jake. 47. The piglets are cold. No, they're fine. They're fine. And yes, Broke Cowgirl, I love me a hoodie. If I can just wear a hoodie and a pair of leggings every day, I am in heaven. I am totally in heaven. 55 in Australia today by Ariella. Yeah, it's ridiculous. We're supposed to go back into the 60s. We're supposed to have a couple of nights. The next 2 nights will be in the 30s. No frost, so they say. But then I think we're going to have like 39 and 37. Yeah, 40 is going to be the low for tonight, then 37, 39, and then it goes back up. The daytime is going to be 59, 71, 81, and then in the 70s, because 90s in September here is unheard of for us. It was a really hot beginning of September. So yeah, so 110, now it's 100. Oh, rise and swine, that's brutal. Yeah, I know. Jake, you're talking to someone from South Dakota. So what that means is everybody else in the country is like, yay, fall is here. And everybody else here is like, winter's coming. No. Hey, Tina Ladybug, welcome in. Mid 90s. Wow. But yeah, winter is coming. So needless to say, it's been a cool night. No, so, yeah, I know it's bad. It's bad, Jake. But anyway, snow doesn't bother me. I can deal with snow. It was a short season this year. We went, oh gosh, Marlene at Snow Gardener 307. Winter is here. They get their first freeze tonight for 27 degrees. She's in Western Wyoming. Oh my gosh. And some places have had frost. I know the Cow Emporium in Alberta, they've had a frost already in the middle of summer. Friends in British Columbia, they already had a frost. But anyway, so the piglets are being weaned. Yeah, ouch. So the piglets are being weaned. I put out a video today, and that actually took place yesterday. So yesterday at breakfast time, because that's when pigs are motivated, because the mamas are too big to carry. The piglets we can. And so we got everybody moved and, just tried to give you some information on that. And so I'm so thankful to have my mentor, which is Rebecca at Halbert Farm and Josh, the Swole Farmer. And they're both from Instagram, but they also have a YouTube. They're just amazing. They've really been guiding me every step of the way because they've been breeding pigs for years. Hey, Vance at Evans Family. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you here. Welcome in. So I've been really thankful. And one of the key factors in why we decided to wean them at 6 weeks, in addition to the fact that they were showing signs of being successful at being weaned at this time, which I went through in the video, mom's body condition is very thin. She's a really, really good mama, and she nurses them all the time. Eleanor has turned out to be the best mom ever. And hey, Colleen, welcome in. I'm glad you're here. And Marlene, welcome into you too. I kind of piggybacked off your comment, but I don't think I said hello. I'll tell you in a minute, Carla. But anyway, Eleanor has been absolutely amazing. And because she's been amazing, she's very thin. When they nurse, they get double their feed ration based on, the fact that they're nursing. If she had had more than the 5 piglets, she would have been getting even more feed. But now, like we all know, I've talked about, we're at 4 piglets for Eleanor because we did lose the one. And so double the feed has been good for her. And even the past week or so, I've actually been giving her almost triple her feed, and her body condition is still very thin. So that was one of the determining factors, because mama needs to bulk back up again. And so she's, and Gwen, this is where your comment came in on my video. She is on her maintenance ration because I can't feed her any less, because I'm afraid that she will get too thin. She really needs to bulk up, but I'm not feeding her the nursing ration anymore. I went back to her plain old, it's like 2 cups a day, 2 cups twice a day. So she's getting that for now, and we're going to keep an eye on her for mastitis. Knock on wood, hopefully we don't have to deal with that. but I do have antibiotics and hot compresses ready to go if we need them, and so on. But the piglets are actually doing well. They have till about 1 a.m. this morning, mama and the babies were pacing, and pigs talk to their babies. If you guys didn't know that, if you notice in the videos with Eleanor, she will lay there and she will talk to her babies, tell them and call them when it's time to nurse, and then talk to them while they're nursing. Some people call it singing to their babies, but it's just her way of communicating with the babies. So she was calling them last night, and it was heartbreaking for me, but I know what I have to do. And then the babies would start up and they would get calling. And when it's nighttime, it's quiet, so they can hear each other better because you don't hear as much traffic. But they made it through. They made it through really, really well. All day yesterday, there really wasn't a problem. And whatchamacallit, then what I did was it started after supper last night. It was when the crying started, when it got dark. Right, the nursing ration wouldn't signal her body to stop producing milk, but after a couple weeks, if she isn't picking up weight, you could up it a little. Correct. Yes, absolutely. I couldn't say it in the comment, so I figured if I saw you here, I'd explain it. But yes, exactly. So it's sad, but it's nature. But we're just keeping an eye on her body condition. And quite honestly, they've been fine. They've been fine all day. I feed them about 4 times a day. I'm going to do that for 3 to 5 days. Probably less because they're already settling now, but it was just to keep them doing well and keep them interested in eating since they didn't have the nursing. So I'll go out and feed them before I go to bed, but they are little chunky monkeys and they are so cute. And the families that are taking them, one of them has been coming to visit, like the whole family, the kids and all. How cool is that? What a great family is getting these pigs. Both families are just amazing. So I'm really excited. Hey there, Tony at Kettle Kitchen. Hello, Audacity Dawning and Berkshire Farm. Welcome in, you guys and girls. Yeah, so they have such a great family. And so the one family is local, and they named the little swallow belly boar, which is the all light ginger one with the like blonde belly. His name is Rambo. That's the little guy's piglet that he's getting. The other one, the brown and white male, which is a barrow, they're both barrows actually, is Porky. And then they're taking Fiona's girl. She doesn't have a name yet. And then oh, good, Daz. We can get going now. Good, Daz. I'm glad you're here. Welcome in, Daz. I just wanted to say hello. I missed somebody. And then the other brown and white girl is Maple, and she's going with the ginger black girl who doesn't have a name yet. Hey, Jerry Carp's Homestead. Welcome in. So, yeah, so we're really, really excited because they're going to great homes. So they'll be leaving on the 17th is the ideal pickup date, providing that they continue to eat and drink and do all the biological functions they need to do, and they look good. We wanted to do at least a week, so a little over a week ahead of time. The families are really excited. And then I already told the one family that probably going to have to wait a little longer for Fiona's girl. She may not be ready at 6 weeks, but they're okay with that. So pretty excited about that. And Carla, we are keeping Fiona's black and white boy, which is a barrow because he was castrated, and his name is Norman. And he's going to be a meat pig, everybody. So just want you to know that. Oh, Doug, tell me more about the almanac. I'm like, does it say it's a good time to wean in general, or I'm just kind of curious because I've got another litter I need to wean. They're just not ready yet. Oh, Daz, no worries. I'm glad you were making curried egg sandwiches with your kids. That's more important. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. I don't think I did. Feeding during weeding for the mama is kind of the same process across the board on mammals. Yep. Yeah. I just, Rebecca and Josh, I'm going to say Rebecca and Josh at Halbert Farm because they've just been amazing. They've been amazing to me and us since before I got Sherman. Like I would ask her questions before I even got Sherman. I mean, and they're always available and they're just so kind and they take a lot of time. Just want to go down here. I never understood the almanac. I struggle with it. I struggle with the prediction they're doing this year and they say it's 80% correct. So, because I'm in the section of the country that is going to be memorable for all the wrong reasons. Huh. I wonder if I could, I got to get a copy of it. I'm going to take a look at that. I've never sat and actually read one, I'll be honest. Yes, they say that we're going to have a long, hard winter. I'm in the section of the country, like I said, that they say it's going to be memorable for all the wrong reasons. Danny, no worries. Have a great time at the conference. Enjoy every moment. That's awesome. Have fun. Just want to go down a little here. Yeah, so that's something I got to check out. Blum's Almanac. I got to write that down. I'm writing that down. I'm going to look it up. Thanks a lot, guys, because I'm going to check that out. I appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, I don't get to Tractor Supply often. I wonder if they have it at the other stores that are like TSC, because I'm actually heading closer to one of those tomorrow, so I'll have to take a look. I don't get out of the house much lately. I've been staying home with piglets and loving every minute of it because they're leaving soon. I'm really excited. Of course, it's going to be sad, but I'm really, really excited that they're going to good homes. But I will do that. Look at the month, and it gives good dates to plant and kill weeds, wean animals. Awesome. And then Dysfunction Junction wants to know which one is the best. Which one do you think is the most accurate? So Appalachian American Homestead says Blum's works for them. Which ones do you find out? Yeah, I will do that. I've seen them. I'm sure they're here in town. I just need to go look. Believe it or not, we have an old school drugstore that probably has them. Yeah, they probably have them. Or the hiking store too. So I'll have to look it up. Let me see. What else do I want to say? And tonight, Grandpa was a farmer all his life, and he said it works. Awesome. 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 Thank you. Good news. Good information. So tonight we're going to be moving our middle flock, which is with the Spitzhalbins, the black and white with the pom-poms on their head, and the golden comets, and the buff Brahma. We're going to be moving them into the main coop after the live when it's dark and put them on the roosts. Excuse me. And then we'll be moving our we call them our littles, the hatchlings that we hatched over the summer. We're going to be moving them out of the teeny little coop and putting them into the middle-sized coop. But if it stays cold the next couple of nights, I'm probably going to leave them in the little coop because I think with them all together, it's a little warmer. The middle-sized coop is more like an open air summer coop, if you will, because we had to come up with something to keep them separate, which was kind of hard. Hey there, my favorite blue pixie. Hope you're doing well. The cover is orange. Will do. Some of them are online, so I'm going to take a look and see what I can find online also. Sometimes you can get access, or even buy the electronic version. I prefer books, I will admit, but I may look at that. I call my chicks the littles too. It's Rich's fault. Yeah, the littles, that's right. So trying to think what else we have going on. So we still have pheasants that we have to process. We still have the 5 meat turkeys. Those meat turkeys are so imprinted on me compared to our actual breeding turkeys. It's not even funny. They see me coming down in the buggy, and those turkeys come running towards me. They're out of their minds. They're out of their minds. Oh, and I forgot to tell you. Hey, Barb's Country Home, welcome in. Tanny's on borrowed time after starfishing me out of bed, but LOL. So yeah, I was just going to say something. Wild man strikes again. Yesterday, we were having a nice relaxed day, and I see Ryan walking down towards where the boys are. And so, here's the porch, here's the net fencing, and here's the fence for the boys. Hey, Freehandly Maid, welcome in, Nisi. And so I look over there and I thought, oh, okay, one of the piglets got out of the net fencing, because Fiona's piglets are small. And so I figured that was the problem. And no, it wasn't. Guess who got out of the fence? Ryan put up a gate on that side of the pasture, and Grant busted out. Not once, but twice. So, in addition to the page wire fencing, we had to put a piece of hog panel up because Wild Man busted out again, and it was big enough where Sherman could have gotten out. But Sherman's a good boy. He didn't do that. But that's the kind of stuff we've got going on here. With the cold weather, the gardens are winding down. The greenhouse is still going. We'll be hitting frost soon, so we'll be giving up the outdoor garden, trying to limp along the greenhouse as long as possible. But just trying to scale back from all the summer animals that were here, because everybody's going to be processed except for those who stay here over the winter. Yeah, Grant is a troublemaker. He really is. He's a wild man. He is rooting up the pasture, which is normal. They do that because they're trying to get to the nutrients that go back into the roots at this time of the year. So that's pretty normal, even for coonies. But so just this weekend we've been trying to get corn every weekend, as many, like we got 4 dozen last weekend, and we blanched and froze them, put them up in the freezer kind of thing. So we're trying to do that stuff as much as we can. He is cute. And Daz, you remember when Grant was tiny, when we first brought him home. He was younger than 6 weeks when we brought him home. And that's how old the piglets are now. So that's pretty wild. Hey, Dusty Fox Holler Homestead, welcome in. Nothing but love to y'all as well. But yeah, so he's getting big. He's getting big. Gwen says, if I have time tomorrow, I'm going to do garden cleanup to be ready to plant fall cool weather stuff. Awesome. We put our broccoli in the back garden this year, and it seemed to do pretty good. I think we got smaller heads of broccoli, but we got more of them. So I'm game for that. The cauliflower is still coming up, just starting to get heads on them. So I'm going to call that my fall garden, Gwen. I think I mentioned it last week. We have quinoa in the greenhouse. I'm going to do an update, like a short on that, because I can't believe we have quinoa in there. Oh, and the other day we harvested our first ever pepper bell pepper from the greenhouse. We've never had peppers. Our outdoor pepper plant just got flowers on it, and it's about 1.5 feet tall. Our greenhouse peppers are loaded, and they're 2 to 3 feet tall. So pretty excited. Yeah, I'm going to go with my fall garden. Yes, I'm going to do an update on the quinoa. It'll probably just be a short. I don't think I have much to say on it other than, hey, here's my quinoa. Because I have to do one just to say that it's growing. But yeah, it's not a try. It's a grain. It's a grain. That's why I'm excited to see if I can grow a grain. And according to Monica at Bland's Promised Land Ranch, I need to thresh it. She told me all about it. So I'm going to have to check that out. Excuse me. My Peter peppers are starting to get heads on them too. Nice. I'm hoping so, Carla. If it was up to me, it would be. You know how that goes. We have the roofing, but we're trying to figure out the plan, the design, and the location. I think we have the location down, but we know that it gets sun all day. So we're going to have to make sure that it has 2 doors, one on either end, so to speak, so that there is a lot of ventilation, because basically here with temperature, I have no control. It's either wicked hot or okay at night. That's it. So I have to be able to get some air in there, but also keep the chickens out. So quinoa is horrible, but extremely healthy as superfood, I think. Ryan said the same thing. But if you're hungry and you can grow a grain. So I'm going to look into that. Hey, Annie's Kitchen and Urban Homestead, Annette, welcome in, welcome in. But I agree with Blue. There are different ways to cook it. I would not be the one to tell you how to cook it because I'd be cooking it the horrible way. I have a video coming out, but a spoiler, the deer ate all of my tomatoes out of my cum salsa with me and the jalapenos. That's the problem we have here. If it's not under lock and key, they eat them all. So everything gets fenced in. And I just took down some of the fencing and they're already at it. And Gwen is going to plant amaranth next year. Cool. No, I did not need to put a shade cloth over our greenhouse this year because we do have a tree there. It gets sun all day, but it doesn't. I don't think it got hot enough to get a shade cloth. So like even when it was like the 99-degree days, I just water the greenhouse twice a day. It's been fine. So under the tree, we'll probably have more of a learning curve, but we haven't used a shade cloth yet, and everything's been fine. In fact, everything has blossomed well. Marlene loves quinoa. Who didn't have quinoa? Ariella, yeah. I think I've had like the instant stuff. What's farro, Lisa Colovi? I feel like I've heard of it. Yeah, quinoa does a stir fry. Yeah, mix it with other greens and cook it off in stock. Like other greens like rice or other, I don't know. Okay, Gwen. Hey, Mountain Grandma, welcome in. Great to see you. Ooh, Barb's Country Home is making paprika powder right now. That's awesome. Farro is easy to grow. Have you grown it? Huh. I'm getting to the bottom here. Farmhouse on Boone. For quinoa, right? I will look it up tonight. I haven't been doing much YouTubing with Ryan being home. We've been trying to get some things done and just have some downtime. It's been nice. And playing with piglets. All right, let's see. I agree. People do try to be cool by saying they eat quinoa. Farro is some type of grain. I'm going to look that up, Lisa. Wouldn't it be great if we could grow grains like we grow fodder for our chickens? That would be amazing. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was telling everybody earlier, Tammy, that I have one of the families comes to visit all the time. It is so cute. Oh, that's cool, Dusty. Dusty says he thinks he's going to do a live from the tower crane tomorrow. Very cool. We've got a party to go to, and since it's 47 degrees and going to be colder, guess what we did today? Went and ordered 2 pallets of wood pellets. So that's half our fuel for the winter, or almost half of our fuel for the winter, and then we'll pick up the other 2 and then 1, which should get us through June. We literally stopped heating in June. That's why it was a short season here. Good night, Carla. Thanks for being here. Amaranth produces lots, plus you can eat the leaves in salad, use the seeds as grain for chickens, or grind it as flour. Awesome, awesome. Hi, Jesus Loving Homestead. Welcome in, welcome in. I've heard of people trying to have little plots of feed on the property for the animals. Feed is expensive. Yep. Love to you, Carla. Take good care. Hope David feels better. Farro is a type of grain with a nutty flavor and ancient roots. Trader Joe's has a quick cook type. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, feed is expensive right now. And so Bro Cowgirl's got a series on feeding chickens basically for free. I have to catch up on. And one of the things that I've done is we ended up fertilizing and using 10-10-10 fertilizer. And you guys, just so you know, I did pick up some winter rye, and we put it in the other field. We got it raked out. So all of the fields have been raked out. 2 of them were fertilized, and 1 of them was fertilized and seeded, which was the one where Eleanor was. So we have that blocked off now. So Eleanor, for the next 4 weeks, can be going up and around the net fencing. Excuse me. And I mean, I know that people don't like to use that kind of stuff, but you want to know something? I get quick results from the 10-10-10 if I put it on right as it rains. And I need quick results rotating pasture on small land. Nah, it's been a damp, cold day here. That's all. And I'm always sniffly. Oh, that's cool, Lisa. Plump and chewy with a similar texture to barley. Nice. Thank you, Barb. Pearl barley in soup. Nice. 20-20-20 is what you use, Dusty? Yeah, I mean, it's okay, it's okay, Gwen. It takes time and you get things done, Everybody's got some tweaking to do, we feed grass, and if we don't have any kind of pasture, then we feed hay. So, that's the other reason why we want the pastures to get healthy now. So that way, with the snow laying on them all winter and all that, they're more likely to come back, for the spring. The problem is the other 2 meat pigs that we had really did their job and worked it up, and just finally it's less uneven now, which is nice. What we planted was perennial rye, which is also known as winter rye, and it won't germinate until it's in 50 to 65 degrees. So I didn't put it out when it was 90. Yesterday we put it out. No. Wednesday we spread it out with fertilizer, and then because we knew it was going to rain and we wanted to get it out there beforehand. So that's why we delayed weaning to yesterday, because we wanted to rake the pasture first. And we're hoping for some rain or some snow at some point. I don't want the snow yet, but the pile that we have in there, instead of trucking it all into the woods, which on 2 acres, you run out of room after a while, we want to be able to burn it. So we're just waiting for that time to come. And that'll help. But yeah, we had talked about it last week, Tammy, and a lot of people suggested it, and we took them up on it. So you guys, I listen to you guys. I want you to know that. I'm trying to think of the other things I did. I got the perennial winter rye you guys suggested. I got the 10-10-10 on the pasture. What else? Gosh, what else? There was other stuff we all talked about that I got. Look. There was something else you guys suggested. Anyway, I listen to you guys. No, I didn't sow clover with the rye. And the reason why is because we're going to hit frost soon. So all of them are not going to grow. Even though it's a winter rye, when we get frost, it's not going to grow. So the only thing that I could get hold of that would even germinate in cooler weather was the winter rye. The clover was all out. Probably about a month ago, they probably had it. I'm a little late to the party. But so I got what I could get. I think we got several pounds of it because it's loose stuff. They sell it at the farm store. And so I got that. And then we threw it on right before it rained because I can't get down there to get water to it. Hey, CB Hugo Homestead, welcome in. Yeah, thanks, Des. I know I have trouble remembering, but there was a whole bunch of things I was trying to say that I did. In fact, I was so impressed with myself that I listened to you guys like really well. Like you guys had some awesome suggestions. And I'm just looking at my Instagram to see if it was on. Did I post it here? Let's see. Nope. I think that's it, right? Yeah, I didn't do it. Let's see. Let me go to the chat, see who else I missed. Just looking at future investments on cattle and thinking of Irish Dexter. Does anyone have a recommendation or an idea about this breed? Anybody know anything about Irish Dexter? I know nothing about them. I really want cows and I'm jealous. Amaranth can be grown for pigs too. I'll have to look into that. Yeah, blur moments. Here, when I read on it, it said the winter rye, when they said that it'll germinate in 50 to 65 degree weather. So the day that we bought it, the few days after we bought it, it was in the 90s. And so I didn't plant it because I didn't want it to get all dried out and turn to dust, so to speak. And so I planted it, and we also, like I said, fertilized, and it got a nice soaking. So I'm hoping it settled into the ground more so it can just sit there. So hopefully I just want it to grow up. That's all that matters. It's not going to grow now. I can tell you that much because we're going to have a frost. Let's see here. Let's see. How's everybody's gardens doing? Everybody's gardens winding down, or are everybody getting ready for the fall garden? I know Gwen is getting ready for her fall garden. How about the rest of you? Are your gardens? Oh, excuse me. How rude. Gardens winding down. We got to think about that greenhouse and see what we're going to do, but can't think of anything until we get through finishing up this year and tying up loose ends. Someone in the store today said something about snow for the higher elevations, and I was like, sure enough, I looked, they said something about a 15% chance of wintry precipitation. I don't think we'll get it. 2 weeks into spring, everything's firing up here. That is so awesome, Daz. I'm so happy for you. Time for Ariella to get some seeds in pots, some flower seeds in pots, or some food in pots. And I know she had some little critter was eating her stuff. Berkshire had starters growing for fall containers. Blue's getting the winter crops in this week. Barb's country home. Getting ready to put potatoes in the ground, ripped out all of the old and are getting ready to plant new ones. Nice. Gosh, it must be nice to grow all year round. So jealous. Black-eyed peas are done, coming out as soon as possible. My Kajari melons and Armenian cucumbers are done too. Not looking forward to cleaning the trellises. Yeah, no kidding. So did you end up getting some Kajari melons and Armenian cucumbers, even though you had a critter in your garden? Those Kajari melons look really cool. Let me see. Taters to go in soon. Good for you, Ariella. Snow gardener, no fall garden here. Picked the cucumbers, green tomatoes, and zucchini. Covered the plants, and I'm hopeful it survives these 2 nights of freeze. Yes. Do you have totes, like plastic totes, Marlene? Usually what we do is cover ours with plastic totes that we had from when we moved, and they helped out a lot. Broke Cowgirl said peppers, okra, cantaloupe, regular cukes, and butter beans are all producing like mad. Wow. Ariella's waiting for the last frost. Fox Holler says garden is definitely winding down pretty quick, mostly because of the tall timber. The Korean sesame is still going, but we're ready to harvest the last bits. Awesome. Wow, Gwen got the squirrels got more of them than I did. Probably 30 or so for us. Wow. Wasn't impressed with the production of the Armenian cucumbers. I remember you saying that in a video. Good night, Colleen. Thank you for being here. Have a good evening. Let's see. I lost something here. I want to go back up. Got some Thai chili pepper seeds to put in. They're now dried and ready to sow. That's awesome, Ariella. I'm so glad. See if you can. I know that you've had critters eating your stuff. I wonder if you could wrap some kind of burlap, or not burlap. Well, when you do your seeds, you could put saran wrap over the top of the thing until they germinate. But I wonder if they can, you can cover them somehow to keep the critters out. Usually you can do that pretty cheaply. Let's see. Daz has potatoes waiting to be dug up in a heap of containers popping up out of the soil. Recorded a video today and the chooks had dug up some potatoes. Bad chooks. Totes are a great idea. We use blankets and sheets. I did not bother covering all the flowers in the front yard because I didn't have the energy. Yeah, I get that way myself when it comes to that. We use the totes. And usually we put them on when it's still daylight out, so it's retaining some of the heat from the day. But you know, we found them very helpful. We use them a lot in the earlier part of the season when we're trying to protect seedlings. Ooh. Oh, I just saw somebody came in. Hang on. Good night, Dysfunction Junction. Thanks for being here. Give your French Bulldog puppy a kiss for us, or hugs. I'm trying to get back in the chat. Hello, Slava at Kitchen Garden Therapy, and congratulations to you on being monetized. Super proud of you and well deserved, of course. Gwen at Broke Cowgirl planted some fall potatoes the other day, but haven't seen any up yet. Yeah. Potato harvest videos are fun, Barb. They're like hitting the lottery, right? You never know what you're going to get. Oh, yeah. Nisi had a good idea. She said fishnet or some sort of netting might work. That's a great idea. Sometimes you can go to like a thrift store, right? Or a fabric store and get some clearance or cheap item that is made, like, for lack of a better term, tulle, that material tulle, and be able to wrap it around things. So yeah, the possums are voracious. We need to get you an electric fence, Ariella. That'll keep those critters away. Ooh, sweet potato garden. That's exciting, Berkshire Farm. Clear totes over lettuces in the spring if we get a frost after they are up. That's awesome. Yeah. So, Marlene, when we first put our stuff in the ground in the spring, I mean, usually we wait until after June to do it. Like, we have to wait. So we put them in the ground and then we get all excited and they're doing well. And then all of a sudden it's dun, 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 frost is coming. So that's what we do, is leave the totes piled outside. We've used the totes for a lot of things. I mean, we used totes for piglets when they were born. We use totes to cover plants. We're using totes all the time. And they're not clear, they're gray ones. But we only put them on at night and then take them off during the day. Oh, you're so welcome, Slava. And Mountain Grandma, yes, fall gardening is going to be so much fun. Our little critters include squirrels, but more often than not, slugs. Ew. I don't see a lot of those, thankfully. We had flea beetles. Is that what they call it on broccoli? I had to dust them off with diatomaceous earth. You can also make your own netting with this tulle or nylon. Yep, absolutely. Tulle is cheap. It's like 99 cents a yard. Yes, Nisi's here. I'm trying to get caught up. I'm way behind. Hold on. Scaffolding debris netting for veg beds keeps the cabbage well butterflies out and critters, but lets the rain and light in still. Yep. All right. I'm skipping through all of the, yes, Nisi's here. No last or first frost date. Slugs. Tuna cans with beer took care of those buggers. Absolutely. Oh, I made it down. Yeah, slugs are brutal. Beer traps work really well. They work really well. All right, Dusty. Have a good evening. Say hi to Regina and the family. Take care. So yeah. Trying to think of what else is going on. Daz, serious. We're serious. Nisi's here. Here, I'll put her comment up. Poor Daz. YouTube's playing tricks on him. There, Daz. Beer traps and a plank of woodwork work great. Ducks will fix the slugs, though. Ducks are rather poopy. Oh, and who's... Hey, Doreen's Food. Welcome in. Welcome in. That's weird. I can see Daz with no issue. They're doing well, Barb. They're doing well. I was telling everybody earlier that they all yesterday they were fine, and then last night it started at dark, and the crying and the talking back and forth was going on. So, oops. Hang on one second. Let me go back to something. So, so they're doing really well. They seem to be a lot calmer tonight so far. So I'll be checking on them, but they were all, Eleanor was pacing the fence last night until about 1 a.m. And then the piglets were crying and talking to her, and she was talking to them. It wasn't overly loud, which I'm glad, but yesterday was actually warmer, so we had the windows open and I can hear it. When the windows are closed, I can't hear a darn thing because the new windows are pretty tight. But yeah, so they're doing really well and they're eating good, and I'm feeding them about 4 times a day now, just giving them a little bit of food here and there. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's the truth. Where things do happen. Yeah, I love the names. You mean the names of the piglets, Mountain Grandma? Exactly, Barb. They have each other. They're beyond the heat lamp stage. So, there's 4 of them. In fact, 3 of them lay like this, all different ways, right? And one of them lays across all 3. It's so funny. And then Fiona's piglets have Fiona, so they get heat from her as well. Doreen's food prep resource. So sorry, Doreen. I only said Doreen's food earlier because I couldn't see the whole name. I'm glad you're here. But yeah, so we're having fun with them all. So, and they have each other to feel secure. They've been together. And then I'll go out before I go to bed, or I'll go out before normal people go to bed because I'll be up for a while. And then we'll give them some food, and that'll get them through the morning. And then in the morning, they're very loud, the little piglets, because they are hungry. But they're doing really well. And what's really nice is I was able to put their dish inside the house last night because we were getting some rain, and I didn't want them to get soaking wet and then be even colder. Yeah, me too. I love it. Oh, I told Ryan one of the things that I'm going to miss is the little snouts on my ankles, because those little piggy snouts are all over my ankles when I go in there. And I have these sneakers that have, instead of the design of them, instead of the shoelaces being tied, you slip them on. And so the 2 shoelaces are knotted by the eyelets at the top. So they chew on the knots all the time. So have a good night, Craig. Tim, thanks for being here. Say hi to Debbie. So yeah, so it's been a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So it's been good. All good. They've been, what's really cute about them, Doreen? They're so tiny when they're born, and their mamas is so big, and their fur is so soft and silky. And I will do that, Daz. I'm going to put it up on the screen for Nisi to see. So Nisi, check out the comment while I'm telling my story. Their fur is so soft and it lays down. Hey, Debbie. Thank you, Craig. Appreciate it. So their hair lays down, and then they get to be like 2.5 weeks old, and their fur starts sticking straight out because it's growing in. Oh, it's so cute. They got them soft little snouts. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. So cute. But I am sure Nisi does not take offense to it, Daz, and I'm sure she understands that it's weird settings on the YouTubes. Hey there, Don Ray B. Thanks for chiming in. I hope you're having a good evening, and don't you worry about a thing. Just go relax and enjoy. Let me see here. See, Daz? Daz, I hope you can hear me or see it on the screen. Nisi said she checked her settings as well, and I do not have you blocked. It's just a weird thing. Let's see. I want to go up a little real quick. Oh, yeah. Tammy, Mountain Grandma, let me tell you, they're just the cutest thing in the world. And we have a wait list for next year. That's awesome. And Doreen says, I'm an animal person, even though I'm a city slicker. I was a city slicker too, so I totally get it. Yes, it's the piglet snout that makes them so freaking adorable, and I just want to kiss one of their snouts. Yeah, it's really wild. Like their little snouts are the cutest things ever, and they haven't been rooting yet, so they're not all calloused and hard like the other ones are. But those little pink. Oh no, you're not taking over, Daz. I totally understand. You're just trying to figure out an issue. I don't take any offense to it. Don't you worry about a thing, my friend. So it's really cute because they've got these little bright pink noses and they're so cute, right? And then it's like they're digging in the ground and they got a little mud all up in their little nose holes. Poor things. They're so cute. I can't stand it. Can't stand it. Too cute. So what else are you guys doing this weekend? Some of you guys didn't chime in. I'm curious what you guys are doing. I know some of you answered already. I've been doing a lot of talking. Busy, busy, busy. Yeah, maybe it would. I don't know. If you unsubscribe and resubscribe. Crazy stuff. Crazy, crazy stuff. We've been doing a lot of freeze drying also here. I've got a bunch of videos on the potatoes. And that's right, Nisi. I know what you've been doing. You've been crocheting your hands off. People can fly over and help me with my washing if they like. I have about 9 loads ahead of me still. Oh, I know it. There's only 2 people here, Daz. I can't even imagine the amount of laundry that you do because I'm amazed at the amount of laundry I have to do because I'm a little embarrassed to say, but I'm going to say it. I wear my clothes a lot to save on laundry because I'm home and my chickens and pigs could care less what I look like. So I get dirty every day. I'm whatever. So I can imagine. So Berkshire Farm, they're processing our first batch of chicken. Whoop, whoop. Good for you. That's very exciting. Tammy and Mountain Grandma, we're almost on the other side of our project. Thursday is the final day of this, sort of. Awesome. Can't wait. Everybody stay tuned to Tammy's channel for some cool news. I'm watching a lot of videos of the Kentucky meetup because I don't have to work this weekend. That's awesome. I'm glad that you are not working this weekend, Barb. And that's cool. Let's see here. No worries, Blue Pixie. You got to make Tanny's brekkie in a minute so he can go to work. I totally get it. I just want to go back up. Yeah, so lots of good stuff going on. Lots of good stuff going on. The good thing, Daz, is you get to hang it outside, right? I'm the same, Lisa. I pretty much changed my top, but my jeans pretty much are the same all week for the same reason. Yeah. I mean, it's just like, if I go out somewhere, it's different, but I just don't see the point because I'm home, and then I change into my pajamas, I clean up and all that. So it's just, life's too short to do laundry. Except, I mean, Daz has got a huge family, so that makes sense. Absolutely. Well, guys, I think I am going to get going, and I'll tell you why is because I've got to get those chickens up on the roost, and I would like Ryan's help. And he usually goes to bed earlier than I do. So I would like to try and help him with that so we can get those out. Chris and Larry has a challenge to try to do one video every day this month. So that's what I'm going to try to do. LOL. Yeah, I might do that in the winter. It's hard to do. But if you do short ones, that's fine. Leggings, t-shirts, hoodies are pretty much my go-to these days. We do maybe 2 loads a week, one clothes of one household, and then just leave it in the dryer. Yeah. I've got one that's been sitting in the washer for 2 days. I'm embarrassed to say because now I'm washing it over while I'm on the live now because I've got to make sure it doesn't stink from sitting in there. I forgot about it. But yeah, I mean, it's just, I mean, Daz has a huge family, so I totally get it. And I've got to give him kudos for doing it because that's a huge job with a huge family. Yeah, I wish it would do itself too. I like to hang it out, but there's a lot of smoke in the air. So I've not been able to hang stuff out. So we have a lot of smoke in the air from the fires in the Pacific Northwest. Idaho is a big one, and now California. I'm sure that's shifting this way, but the one from Idaho has been in the area so thick, and that's part of this of me coughing and stuff is there's a lot of smoke in the air, so that's kind of challenging. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Berkshire Farm. And so, guys, I think we're going to leave it there because, like I said, I want to do this. And, you know, we all, ode to smoke on the clothes. Well, there's no point in washing them if you're going to put them out and they're going to smell like a campfire. So, well, guys, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate you all. It has been a pleasure, as always, seeing all of you here. My love to you all. Sweet dreams to you guys. And thanks for watching. Have a great weekend and stay safe. And we will have more Homesteading Academy coming up. And I believe the next one to be on is Rich from the Old Swedes Farm. And Gwen, he'll probably talk about the littles. So I'm going to be recording that with him shortly, and we'll get that going. And so that'll be it. So have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, guys. And I'm hoping to be back to some kind of normal schedule next week. So you'll see me instead of me being MIA. So take good care, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. Love you guys. Bye.